Alright guys, welcome back to the channel for part 3 of my Jungle Waterfall. Now, it's got to the stage where I need to start thinking about how I'm going to hide the liner and the back wall. Now, there's a few things we could have done, but we've gone down the route of expanding foam and fake rock. Now, this is the first time I've used this method, so it may work, it may not. So far, so good. Rain's just about to stop play, but we managed to get a fair bit done. Hopefully enough to put a video together. So I want to show you what I've been up to today.
Okay, so the idea is, this is my thought process anyway, so it may not work. This whole video may come crashing down around me, but we can change the title to how not to build a waterfall rather than how to build a waterfall. Anyway, so the idea is we make rock or fake rock fiberglass wall panels. Now, I've measured the back wall and the side wall and cut these hardboard panels. Now this is marine ply. It's when the idea is when we put the rock on there and we fiberglass it, we fiberglass the back as well, so it'll effectively be a waterproof or at least a splash proof tile. Now, whether this is going to work or not, we don't know. This whole video is a trial, as I say. But I'm going to give it a go. I've got nothing to lose, really. The back wall looks awful and so does the side. So something's got to be done. So we're going to go down this route. The wood I already had. The expanded foam I already had. So at the moment, this project's cost me nothing at all. Now, this is the expanding foam we've gone for. It's just a normal high street one. I think it was £6 or £7 a can. I don't know how far it's going to get me. It may do all the boards. It may do half a board. I don't know. But we'll see. Give the can a good shake there. I have sped this video up. I don't actually shake cans that hard or fast. But the idea is to create individual rock shapes on this board. Now, I'm hoping that the expanding foam will stick to the plyboard. I think it will. I've done some tutorial watching on other videos and it seems to work. So, this is the effect I'm going to try and go for. Different size rocks, different depths of rock. I've also had an idea of when that panel is then pinned to the back wall, if I put the foam in thicker in certain places on the rocks, I can then carve out little cups in the rock, which will then enable me to plant ferns, you know, water-loving plants that are going to handle a bit of splash and things like that. So I'm hoping if I can then plant into the rock, it will take away the emphasis of the rock, because if it doesn't look that great, hopefully people will be drawn to the plants rather than the actual look of the rock. Now, because I'm new to this process and I've never really used expanding foam for making rocks, I wasn't quite sure how far this can will go. We got to this point and all was good. I was quite happy with how it was going. You could see that the rocks were but taking some shape. The expanding foam was, you know, it was working how I wanted it to work. And we got to this point here and the can ran out, which was so frustrating. But you can see here, sort of, the individual rock shapes. Now when this expands, and it will expand quite a lot more, I don't know why my camera's upside down at this point, but that's how it decided to record it. You can see the different depths that I've put there, different thicknesses of foam. And they're the pieces where I will hopefully cut out recesses or cups and plant the ferns. Now this is it expanded as far as, I think it had been inside a couple of hours now, so this is as big as it's going to get. I think with a bit of carving and shaping and a bit of sanding in areas, I should hopefully be able to make them look a little bit more individual. And again, like mentioned, cut those little cups ready for the ferns and bits and bobs to be planted in. You can see there it's thicker in places, and that's where I intend to put the plants. Doing it this way as well, it's also really light. I think this whole board probably weighed about 2 kilos. So yeah, I'm happy with where we are, and so yeah, looking good.
As you can see, it just looks like a giant cloud, but hopefully you can follow along, use your imaginations for a little bit. It does look like a giant cloud at the moment, but next stage will be carving the rocks and trying to make sense and put some detail in, ready for fiberglassing. So we're just about to get rained on, so I'm going to put the camera away. Hope you can take something from this, guys. Like and subscribe, Look back on the other two if you haven't seen them. And we'll see you in the next one. See ya.